welcome back. Today I'm just going to show you kind of how I do my foundation, my bronzer. Couldn't think of what it was called. My bronzer and my setting spray, and how I set my under eyes and my concealer and my blush, just kind of the face stuff. I did do a tutorial on the eyes that I have on right now, so I will go ahead and link that up in the cards for you. So if you want to see that, feel free. Today I'm going to use this Physicians Formula blush, and it's just in the color Natural. Nude. Oh, yeah, natural. I'm sorry. But I just think the packaging is so cute, and it really does give it a natural just glow to the face. My Holy Grail, Marc Jacobs Genius Gel 22 Bisque Light, absolute favorite of all time. Foundation, Shape Tape, color Light. I'll be setting my eyes with my Laura Mercier loose setting powder and translucent. I will be using the Pro Glow Tarteist Sculpt, the color right here, for my bronzing. And then my brushes, one I have a Moda brush that I'll use for my bronzing, and then this will be my blush brush. And then of course I always set with my Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. So with that said, my mirror is going to be right here, so if I'm looking this direction, then you'll know why. It's because my mirror is right there, and I don't really want to get it in the screen if I don't have to. That way it's not blocking you from seeing everything that's going on. So without further ado, let's just get into this. Let me find my palette. Obviously, you always dampen your beauty blender, and this is what I'm going to use. Okay, so Marc Jacobs, this is just a palette. I do 2 pumps. Actually, I don't even need 2 pumps lately. I've been doing really light application. Oh, I am so sorry. I forgot my primer. So I love to use my NYX pore filler. Looks like this. I use it on my nose because I have I have big pores on my nose, and it just makes my foundation apply better. And I just lightly rub it in so it just fills those pores, like so. That's done. I've been using this a lot lately. I don't know if you can see it. All the stupid light. It's the Spackle Hydrating Primer, and I got this in a Laura Mercier box. And I will link that video in the description box if you would like to see it. And I just rub it all over my face. And it's just a really good moisturizer on top of the moisturizers that moisturizer I put on this morning. I just like to have extra moisture, especially lately. My skin's been kind of a little bit drier. So I just go in, tap, just a smidgen, and I'm just going to tap it onto the face, avoiding the eye area. A little trick that I learned from one of the YouTubers that I absolutely love to watch is do your eye makeup first. That way you don't have to deal with the fallout, or if you have to fix it, you don't have to take everything off. It's super easy. So that's why you'll see that I usually do my eye makeup first, because I usually have fallout. So with foundation, less is more. You can always build them up, but I always do the smallest amount because it keeps my skin from getting cakey, clogging all my pores. And I know you're not supposed to, you're supposed to dab it down here, but I'm impatient. So I just rub it. Make sure it blends there. I just rub it down my neck really, really lightly, like barely touching it. And there's that. And then what's left on my beauty blender, I tap it onto my nose. Like I said, because I have big pores, I don't like to put extra foundation on my beauty blender. Or I mean on my nose, my beauty blender. Well, I guess it could be both, right? It's early. Okay, just like that. And that's how I do my foundation. Super simple. Like I said, just tap what's left on my nose. just like that. And so now it gives me kind of a blank canvas to add on some colors. I'm sorry, I'm staring at myself in the viewfinder to kind of make sure it looks, you guys can see me okay. Then I go with my concealer, and I'm putting it just directly under my eyes to kind of brighten up my under eye. I just do like 3 little swatches like that. And then I use the curved part and I just tap it in. And it just brightens the under eye. Just like so. Just like that. Go with my loose setting powder. Take it just a smidge. I don't know if you can see that with the light. Probably not. There you go. Same thing. Dump it on there. Tap it off. And I'm just patting it across where I just set my concealer, or where I just did my concealer to set it to make sure it doesn't move anywhere. And I also go through and I set my T-zone because that's where I'm oily, to kind of keep the oils at bay. For as long as I can. There's that. Let me just move my stuff out the way. And I'm going to go in with my bronzer. And like I said, I'm going to use this bottom shade right here. I just do a couple swipes, a little tap off. And I'm going to start from the top of my ear right here, and I'm going to bring it in a diagonally towards the end of my shirt, towards my lip. But I'm going to stop right in the middle where my pupil is, so about right here. And I guess this is how you're supposed to contour, they say, or something, or you go underneath the contour. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a makeup artist, so I have no idea. These are just little tricks that I've learned from people on YouTube, and this is just how I do it and how I like it. So watching people on YouTube and just figure out what works best for you. You know, all our faces are different and shaped different and different textures. So just because it works on somebody doesn't mean it's going to work on you. So just do what makes you feel better about yourself. There's that. Super simple. Do the same thing. Use my blush brush. This probably isn't even for blush, but whatever. That's what I use it for. Tap it into my thing. Tap it off. And then I do right above where I just bronzed. And I just go in like this. And then fluff it out. And I just tap it on. I know most people do like here and then they fuse it out, but I just kind of tap it all across my face. Like that. And do the same on the other side. Just tap it on. But like I said, this one gives a very natural glow. Like there's not a lot of pigment. If you can see, it's just very, very natural. Just kind of gives you the natural shimmer. I go back in with my bronzing brush and I just blend the two right down the middle, just to make sure that it looks blended. I'll take my blending brush. I didn't put any extra powder on it. Couldn't think of what it was. And I just brushed it into my hairline. Like this. I just use what's left on the brush and just brush it in. I used to put it on my face, and sometimes I do, but I notice it tends to be a lot, so I just use what's left and brush it down just like that. Super easy. Then I go in with my setting spray, Urban Decay All Nighter, and I put a lot on. And that's about it. I'm just gonna do some mascara, and that's all. That's all I do with my face. So I will have a picture of the final look with the mascara and the thumbnails, and I would love if you would subscribe to my channel, and that's really about it today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks so much. Bye.